Hey, okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. Friday, September 13th, 2024. I have a lot of stuff to cover here with you, so just sit back and kind of just relax here. Um, I hope you stay around to the end because I am sincerely hoping to save all of you from a disaster that is building up here in this market. um, Something specific. So just stick around, especially my lions here. You're gonna laugh probably, you probably already know, but just like I said, just stick around here with me. So with regard to what's happening here, let me just show you real quick. Another rally. Major indices all higher across the board. Have a look at this. You got the dollar continuing its downfall. You got the 10-year yield continuing to drop. Look at gold and silver. This is today alone. Silver, another really smoking gain here. And what we're witnessing here is obviously, it's happening already. But what's going to happen again next week? This is blurry, isn't it? Um, it's just the beginning. We're in the beginning cycle of this massive currency devaluation cycle, artificially suppressed rates, distortions across the spectrum of asset classes, all this stuff that we've been covering, but to a much, 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 much greater degree. You can't even believe. I know you can if you've been with me any length of time. You understand what's going on. It's pretty freaking obvious. Now, with regard to economic news, I can't. This is too much. So you and I understand. And please, people, don't take my word for this. By their own numbers, inflation continues to rise. In some cases, like core inflation, it's outpacing. In other words, rising faster than they thought. But this is what they tried to float out today. I have to say that Market Watch may be the number one propaganda ministry at this particular time. So consumer sentiment climbs to a 4-month high as inflation eases. But Americans are still pessimistic. First of all, this is a lie. It's an in-our-face, bold-faced lie. And again, this is how stupid they think you are. They think that you don't have the capability to just, do a little research this stuff, look it up for yourself. This is what they count on. Politicians count on it. These propaganda ministries count on it. You can't make it up. It's an impossibility to do. Anyway, so with that, again, you and I remain pretty much on target. Now, for my lions out here, again, I'm going to talk about something specific at the end because, look, my goal here is to really put a perspective on things, and I want you to make up your own mind. All right, I don't. Whatever I tell you, whatever I say here, just open up a window, and maybe even as I'm saying it, and just verify it. Try to verify what I say. You understand? I think we're pretty much on the same page. Now, a couple of things going on here. If you notice, I have a poll running over here, and it basically says, "Would you trust a tokenized system, which is coming?" I want to talk more about that. So far, it looks like in this particular poll, 88% of you say no, you would not trust it. So that means there's 12% that would. Now, with regard to, I expanded on this earlier, and this is what I actually put out. I want to cover this here with you. So I wrote, would you trust any kind of an NFT slash tokenized slash digital monetary system? 9% of you said that yes, I would trust it. 91% of you said in no way, shape, or form would I trust it. Now, this is about power. Okay, if we, and we're going to, there's no way out of this. The system is there already. Okay, the rollout is going to depend on a precipitating event. Again, point at this, blame this. It's always a blame game. You see what's going on here? You know what I'm talking about. They can't allow the system to melt down without having a scapegoat. It can't be the fault of the Federal Reserve. It can't be the fault of our loving, caring politicians or whoever's sitting behind the Resolute desk at the time. Can't be that. So obviously, there's going to be an event that's going to occur to bring this about. You and I have been pretty much on the same page. Now, I want to bring your attention to something here. Now, this is an article that I wrote back in December 3rd. 2023. I sent this out to you as a repost. It's in your inbox. As a matter of fact, I posted a link here earlier. And this is really what's about to happen. It goes way beyond the currency, way beyond it. Okay, this is a system that everything is going to become a derivative. And I mean everything. So I'm going to read through this here again, bring all of you back up to speed, and a couple of other things. So please stick around. A lot of stuff to cover with you. So unmasked, the new one world system tokenization. The new system has been entirely unmasked. It's called tokenization. This is going to be a cross-border, trans-world, easily convertible, transferable mechanism, and everything. People, look, man, I can't stress this enough to you. You see what I wrote? Everything is going to become tokenized. It is certainly no secret that those who control the world financial system, we know who these people are, central banks, they are the real government of the world, have been for decades working towards a one world monetary system. Sound about right to you, because that's where we're going. But what if I told you that this new one world system is going to involve much more than currency, much more than currency? Envision for a moment a mechanism where every single conceivable asset, including life itself or life expectancy, which is also an asset. Yes, your life is an asset, people, is reduced to a token or becomes a derivative. Well, I am here to reveal to you that this is exactly what is going to happen. This new trans-world cross-border system is going to involve everything being tokenized, including everything that there is to know about you, your past, your present, your future. And why is that important? First, let's dispel a great misunderstanding or myth. There is no absolute right to privacy. The U.S. Constitution does not mention a right to privacy. Several amendments to the Constitution do imply a right to privacy, but again, no fundamental right. You and everything about you can be converted legally into a tradable asset. You will be tokenized. This new tokenized system is going to represent, now that's a key word here, represent, because again, it's going to be a derivative. It's not the actual thing. It's just like the system. The system, I mean, you can look at what's happening at face value. There are layers of derivatives on either side, and this is the real monster in the room anyway. So the new tokenized system is going to represent, now pay attention to the word represent, that's what I wrote, not just currency and other financial assets, such as real estate, but all assets, including you, your past, what you've done, even speculation about what you may do, including things like life expectancy, what you earn, what you potentially will earn in the future, what you buy, what you may buy, past illnesses, potential future illnesses, family history, and even what medications you take, and what medications you may potentially need in the future. It's all going to be tradable, digital, tokenized. Even your medical records, your DNA, everything, people. This means this new tokenized based system in its entirety will represent everything and reduce everything into a digital, tradable asset. Human life, which is an asset, is going to become a tradable, cross-border, convertible asset, along with every manner of its associated derivatives. Okay, we're on the same page? I think we probably are. Tokenization is simple. It's incredibly cost-effective. Tokenization eliminates any need for an asset to be converted into something else for a transaction to take place. Does this sound about right to you? Anywhere in the world, this system is going to be the universal one world, new world order system. Currently, we're almost done. And please look, what I'm about to say to you here, all right, specifically this last part right here. I want you to look into this yourself. Don't believe a thing I wrote here. Does this sound like science fiction to you? It might. But when you do your own research into this yourself, you'll see that what I have said here, I didn't just come up with this out of my head. You understand? Anyway, do your own research here. Currently, the World Bank, The International Monetary Fund and the Bank of International Settlements are diligently working towards implementing this new entirely token-based cross-border trans-world system, which will be used to track, trace, log, monitor, market, control, and consolidate, and therefore reduce everything into a tradable token, a token which itself can be reduced into nothing than what it actually will be. A thing serving as a representation of something else. And then I write here at the end, and just when you thought that things could not possibly become even more bizarre than they already are. People, I'm telling you right here and now, you see this? This is it. There's no secret anymore. This is what they're doing. It's all about control. You know that. We're being psyoped into the most unbelievably, incredibly thing in the history of the world. Are we on the same page? Thank you, Federal Reserve. I appreciate that. You got this. Do you see what I'm talking? Does this make sense to you? Again, this is in your inbox. If you follow my newsletter, I put a link here. I want to hear from you about this. I want to get this out there. Do you think people should be made aware, or this should be a secret that you and I should keep to ourselves? Really, come on now. Please, people, help me out here. Help yourselves. I help each other out. Anyway, look, when you sit in the seat that Greg Mannarino sits in, you see the world from a perspective that it's kind of unique in many ways, because I hear from everybody. I talk to people from all over the world. I interact with people all over the world. I gain access to information, okay? I gain access to information that maybe you're not. I don't know how to put this another way, okay? Now, it's up to you, guys and girls, to think about if what I say is real, it's not real, it makes sense to you, it doesn't make sense to you, whatever, man. So, and I consider it my job here to bring these things to your attention. Does that sound about right to you? That's all I want to do, man, is raise awareness. Let people make up their own minds, not be mind controlled. Okay, again, how do they do that? Fear. Create fear. Point at anything. I don't give a damn what it may be, one stinking thing. And the people who believe it and they get afraid, they're done. They've now become zombies. They can't think at all. Fear is the enemy. How do I tell you this another way? When you hear anybody telling you this stuff, this isn't a fear channel. This is an awareness channel. If this stuff scares you, well, then maybe you need to turn those people around and say, okay, I'm afraid of this, of what Greg just said, for example, a tokenized system. But what action are you going to take either to help prevent it, circumvent it, or whatever else to either raise awareness or do something about it? This is a channel, again, for people of action, action, action. Not anyone who's going to sit back and do nothing. You understand? That's why you're a freaking lion, and that's why you're freaking here. Are we on the same page? Tell me that we are. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things here. Look, as I said, when you sit in this chair, you hear things, and I just want to let you guys understand what's going on. Jeffrey, thank you. I need you guys. We need each other. I'm just a dude here talking, all right, who is trying to get information out that maybe you're not going to find in 2 minutes to you. So look, you guys and girls probably know what I'm talking about. This is a rumor. This is, first of all, well, let me read through this to you, and you'll understand my perspective. So there's this thing going around. We already understand this, the NFTs, and there's this thing going around. I'm just going to read it to you. All right, here we go. Trump NFT as a national currency. First of all, forget about a national currency. We're moving to a worldwide system. Is this the first step in it? I don't know if it's going to be a Trump coin, a Trump NFT, whatever the freak it's going to be. It could be something completely different, but we're marching that way. So let me just read this to you. By the way, that's a piece of artwork. This is an actual NFT that Trump is selling right now. You can go buy it for $99. Just an interesting thing, this weird looking mask that he's wearing here with this Bitcoin thing on it, and kind of strange here. It's a real thing. I did put, this is also in your inbox. If you, what did I write? I'll read what I wrote later. But anyway, this is in your inbox as well. And look, just make up your own minds about things. And I'm going to tell you my perspective, and you're entitled to yours. Stephen, thank you so much. So Lions, as you may know, there is an absolutely bizarre rumor going around. Some people believe that if Trump is selected as president, that he's going to institute some kind of and I click here, Trump NFT, which will explain more of this to you, with NFT, non-fungible token, to be used as a national currency. And some people actually believe that this is a good idea. Now, we all understand that Trump did promise to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. He has still yet to release his, I guess, maybe he did, I don't know. He did put out a whole series of new NFTs, which you probably saw. And from what I understand, people are buying these things. He's doing pretty well with his NFTs. And, look, this is a capitalistic society. The man can do what he wants. I'm not telling anyone. Look, I am not saying that you should buy this. I am not saying you should buy a Trump NFT. Okay, because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because when I say things, all of a sudden things get twisted around. Hey, Greg, did you see this? What people are saying about you? Did you hear this? What people are saying about you? It's just all fake. There's people out there that are looking to damage this pride because there's too much truth here. That's really what I think. But anyway, so just really, I am not saying, please, you want a Trump NFT, buy it. Okay, I'm not telling you to buy it or not buy it or sell it or whatever you want. I'm just making you aware of what's going on. So anyway. So I wrote here, this is my opinion on this thing here about a national NFT currency with Trump on it. I wrote, in my opinion, this Trump NFT national currency might actually be the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Then I asked for your opinion on this, and people just went pretty much wild on this whole thing. Again, this is just kind of an FYI for you guys and girls. That's it. Now, look. I want to discuss one more thing, and then I'm going to open up the floor to you guys and girls. A Coco NFT. That would, you know what? That would be a good thing. That would be a good thing. So look, okay. Now this is people, look, my job out here is to raise your awareness to understand things. I hate to see people get hurt because there's no reason for it. When anybody is looking at the valuation of a particular company, there's several ways you can do this here. If the metrics that can actually tell you what a company is worth. Let's say a company is trading, their stock is trading at X. Okay, you look at a whole bunch of metrics basically, and you can come up with a number just by using some basic math that will tell you if that company's stock is way overvalued or it's undervalued or it's fairly valued. Okay, most of you out here are market guys, you get it, you understand. Now, with regard to this, from day one, I told people that some people were going to make a lot of money with Donald J. Trump stock, and most people were going to get decimated. This stock, February, I think it was February, maybe March of this year, was $80 a share. $80 a share. It subsequently got cut in half at about $40. Trump came out, look this up for yourself, and said buy the stock. Why he did not get investigated by the SEC and Greg Mannarino does, I don't know. Whatever. Mitch, thank you. The stock has been decimated since that time. Now today, it was trading up until yesterday. It was like it hit about $15. Today, Trump said this: he is not selling his stake, and the stock took off. It went from around $16 to 21. Came down, closed around $18. A lot of that was short covering, obviously, initially here. But the metric, this is a $9 stock. Any simple metric can tell you the value of it. This is a $9 stock. That's, some people would say it's worth book value, which is like $4. Okay. I'm going to go out there and say it's maybe worth $9. You understand? I'm going to say this. You guys and girls do anything you want. You want to buy this, you think it's going to take off. You want to short it, you think it's going to go lower. You think this is a fantastic investment, and if Trump is selected, the stock is going to double, which may actually happen, okay, if he were selected. But I am in no way, I can't say this more clearly to all of you. I am in no way, shape, or form telling you to buy, sell, trade, invest, or look at, spit at, whatever you want with DJT stock. I'm entitled to my own opinion here, okay? As I said, this is a $9 stock. Trading now at about twice that, it's garbage. Garbage. I want to be on record saying that, okay? Because I've been telling people to stay away from this since day one. If people would have listened to me, they would have done fine. But they don't want to. It's this thing. Trump says buy it, so I got to buy it. You're going to get killed. Just like at where? See, yeah, if you ask me, when he said to buy this stock at 40 and it got cut in half, those people should be made whole right out of his freaking pocket. Won't happen. Because it was your choice. But when he says to, I'm not selling, and then people jump in, these people, they deserve to lose because it's a $9 stock. That's what it's worth. Or at best, it's worth $9. Look, like I said, you guys and girls, you do what you want. I am out here trying to protect you. I already told you what I'm buying. I told you what I bought this morning. Bought XRP. You know what positions I'm in. You know why. You understand why I'm betting against debt, becoming my own central bank. We are doing that. You understand why Greg Mannarino thinks you need cryptocurrencies in your... If I thought... I don't care if this was Kamala stock. If I thought that Kamala stock was a good investment, I would tell you. This is not politically driven. It's a $9 stock. But if people want to pay whatever the freak they want to pay because they think it's worth more, then they go ahead. And with these NFT things, man, I don't know. You do what you want with these things. The bottom line is, the new system has already been revealed to us, and we know what it is. We know what it is. It's not going to be a Trump national currency. At least I don't think so. At least some of you do. But this is it. This outlines everything really that you need to know with regard to the new system, and it's in your inbox right now. People, I hope you do subscribe to my newsletter. There's a link in the description of this video. It's 100% free to you. If you don't subscribe, I don't know why you don't. I mean, I just don't. And a lot of information there you're not going to find anywhere. In fact, all this stuff, man. I mean, I don't know. With that said, all right, get a little uppity here from time to time. I must say, I'm disappointed. I can't believe we're only getting, right now, we're 22 minutes into this. We got 1,563 people and only 513 thumbs up. That's very, that's disappointing to me. It really is. Whatever, man. Look, I put this stuff out. You guys and girls do what you want. You feel like sharing the video, that's fine too. I'm going to stop asking you to do it because I just, I don't know what to say about this anymore. You guys and girls that have been with me for a long time, all of you here, just you stick around. All right. Everyone else can, whatever, lead themselves into the slaughter or be led into the slaughter, the slaughterhouse, whatever. Anyway, what I'd like to do here for a little bit is, first of all, does any of this stuff make sense to you that I just said? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me ask you guys. You guys and girls are smart. You guys are in the market. You guys know what's going on. With regard to Donald J. Trump stock, are you buying it? I want to see how many of you here are buying it. Do you feel that DJT ticker is a good investment right now? And if you do, why? Or are you on the same page as me and think that, you wouldn't touch this with, with anything? And that's my boat. If this stock fell to $9, if it fell to what I believe is fair value, I might buy it. And if I do, I'll tell you. I will tell you. But it would have to be cut in half from where it is now to be fair value. And some people will say, some people have written to me, Greg, I think you're nuts with your $9 valuation on here. I'm being generous, possibly. Some people believe that this is even worth $4. Some people you say you don't think it's worth anything. It's worth something. It's worth something. That's the truth. What it's actually worth, the company, I don't know. Like I said, $9 a share is pretty much what I would say, and that's probably pushing it. But Geo Redder, you know what, dude? You're probably right. I'm just throwing it out here. It's a $2 stock. It may be a $2 stock. We have to see how this plays out. The company's ability to make profit here. What's actually going on here? What their books look like? Forward guidance, all this stuff don't even matter anymore. It's all fake. I think all these corporations here they're all cooking the books. It's not real. You understand? None of it is real. It looks like most of you wouldn't buy the stock here. And look, if like I said, people, anything, I don't care what it is. I don't care if we're talking about trading shoelaces. If I felt that that was a way for you and I to capitalize on the freaking freak show around us, I would tell you straight out. This is not being political here about any of this stuff. I'm just talking from a logical standpoint, so you can understand what you should do. All right, and it doesn't mean I'm always right. I understand that. Believe me, I am not always. I have made so many mistakes publicly and everywhere else. I understand that, but I am working my hardest to be right the vast majority of the time. There's no way me, you, I don't care who you are, Warren Buffett can be right 100% of the time. It's impossible. No one could do that. We're playing this crazy, crazy, crazy game of incomplete information. And when you play a game like that, and that's what we're doing, whether you're in the market or even if you think you're not in the market, you are. If you're working for a central bank issued note, which is a tradable asset, you're in the market. If you're out there transacting in a central bank issued note, you're in the market. Sell Mortimer sell. Thank you. Silver, exactly. But look, like I said, when I say anything about whatever, I really want you to come up with your own perspective. All right. I think most of us here are on the same page, but you're allowed to disagree with me. If you feel that Donald J. Trump stock is worth more than $9 and you bought some today, it's okay. It's okay. You're allowed to be. That's how markets work. You have one guy or girl on this side, one guy or girl on the other side. One of them is going to be right. Okay. And just because my perspective is whatever it is, doesn't mean it's right. I'm just telling you how I feel about whatever it is that we discuss here every day. You understand? I really hope you do. Anyway, so my lovely, beautiful friends, is there anything specific that you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? Mitch doesn't like the stock. I get it, dude. I get it. And whatever, man. There are some people that are gonna like it, and that's okay. They're allowed to have their own perspective on it. And if I'm not making fun of anyone. I feel bad for people that get caught on the wrong side of any trade. And what's going to happen to us? You know what I mean? My goodness, man, if you're a day trader, if you are a swing trader like I was for years, you're going to take beatings like you can't believe. And that's just part of the game. When you trade, you will, underlined, underscored, in bold letters across the sky, you will suffer losses. It's just again, the game we're playing, thank you, True Rebel, of incomplete information. You got to fill in these gaps. And sometimes you fill in these gaps and it's not right because things are changing. It's a very dynamic environment. And that's what makes this environment so challenging and why I find it so interesting at the same time. I want to be challenged in life. I don't want yes people around me all the time. I want people to challenge me, ask questions that I maybe got to think about. And I'll admit when I don't have an answer for something. You probably heard me on interviews before. I was on an interview recently. I forgot where it was. And I was asked a question. I was like, I really got to do a little research into that myself. It's kind of, no one knows everything. We do our best to stay ahead of the curve. We do our best to raise our awareness, pay attention, listen to things, really listen. Don't just hear, listen. When you look at something, examine what it is. When you see a headline, do what Greg Mannarino does. I see a headline, the first thought that pops into my mind, I kind of write it down. How is that headline hitting me? And, usually your first thought, that instinct it's usually right. Does this sound right to you? Anyway, this anyway, look, man, that's kind of where we're at with this whole thing. It doesn't change anything for you and me. I really feel in my heart of hearts that we're in the right spots. We're doing the right things. And again, going beyond the financial markets, realizing how important we are to each other, that with this alliance that we have built, this is an alliance that you and I, you don't have no idea how lucky I feel to have all of you, and every one of you is in the same boat. Just because I'm the face here doesn't mean that all of you aren't connected to everybody here as well. So utilize that resource. This is another place where you guys and girls can interact. That's why I have the chat room in my website. On my website, I just added spots there. I think there's still some left. I did this maybe a week ago. I pay for those spots. That chat room over there, it's a great resource. And let me tell you something. There are some very smart people in the chat room on my website. Again, link in description of this video. Just kind of scroll down a little bit. Grab your spot. I pay for these. When you're in there, that's a spot that I have paid for you to enjoy. I think collectively, man, we're just so much stronger than just as ourselves. This is standalone. None of us stand alone. We all need each other. We really, really do. Anyway, man, oh man, yes, my neck is. Sometimes I just worry about myself a little bit, man. I get a little bent out of shape from time to time. Anyway, is there anything else that you guys? Thank you here, Bray Luke. I appreciate that. Roar, everyone, because you're all freaking lions. I really appreciate that. Kathy's not buying any Trump stock. I wouldn't blame you, man. Wait, if it goes to $9, let me just say this with regard to DJT stock. I believe it will reach its fair value like everything else does at one point. Okay. If it hits $9, I will reevaluate the position there. If I feel that maybe there's something you and I want to get into, believe me, I'm going to tell you. Well, everyone, it hit $9, which I believe is fair value. It might change. The fair value could change. And I'll tell you, if I see that too, if I say, hold on a minute, now it's worth $11, it could change. It's not going to stay static. You understand? I haven't evaluated this admittedly in many months. But when I evaluated it, it was a $9 stock. Some of you, it looks like here, are putting a much lower valuation on that. And I don't know what metric you're using. It could be absolutely correct. But again, I will reevaluate this for all of us out here. I got to be careful of the things that I say. They get so twisted into things like that. I did this whole piece recently about that stock. I'm not even going to talk about it. I can't even do it. If you want to see what I wrote, go to your my Substack, and you'll see what I wrote about it, how to potentially take advantage of this. But again, I am not telling you people, please don't, people are going to twist my words, man. They always do. And I hate that. You guys and girls know what I say. And do me a favor. If you're out there, or whatever chat room you may be in, or wherever you guys hang out and social, and you hear, well, Greg Mannarino said this, and for a fact that I didn't, please back me up on that, because this is people try to set me up. They really, really do. I already got in trouble. You know what? Twice. Investigations here. That's because some people out here who follow this blog, obviously not Greg Mannarino fans, thought that it was in their interest to cause trouble for me. And they did. It was successful. And because of that, I can't do certain things anymore. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, man. This Janet Yellen NFT Hobbit Edition. I'll buy one. I would buy, look at this. Legato. This is awesome. A Janet Yellen NFT Hobbit Edition. I would be the first to buy that. I want it just to have, because it's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you something about this artwork. Whoever does this artwork for Donald Trump is really damn freaking good. This is an NFT that you can buy. You saw the other NFTs, the one with the lightning bolt, which I think is actually pretty cool. Please, I'm not telling you to buy it. I am not telling you to buy it. Don't say this is not a recommendation. I'm just telling you that I think the artist here who did this did a good job. Wouldn't you agree? This is pretty pristine work. The crypto president one, I think that's really pretty cool too. It's a picture of him in a suit. He's holding a lightning bolt. It says crypto president right on top of the Capitol. Maybe that's a sign of something. But there's more to that picture than meets the eye. But I happen to think the artwork is phenomenal. This artwork is freaking phenomenal, in my view. Artwork from Trump America First Edition NFT. It doesn't say who did this, but I'd like to give them a shout out because I think this is great. This is really great work. Magic Mika. You guys know Magic Mika. She's here all the time. You got to see her artwork. It is. She should sell it. It's phenomenal. Anyway, she should post links to her artwork. Anyway, that's it, guys and girls. I think we're kind of done here. And I want to look at this. Thank you. We got a lot more thumbs up. Still lacking on the people here. I really that's a little bit disappointing. But again, my base is here. All of you that are here with me right now. And this video is going to get a lot more views later. At least I hope so over the weekend. Now, speaking of that, exactly, Miss. God bless everyone here. Every one of you, man. Lava, what happened? What happened to Magic Mika? Is she not here? Is she okay? Anyway, we all love her. Anyway, people, we're kind of going to get out of here right now. Being that this is Friday, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, everybody? Right? No, I'm not going to lick silver. I'm not licking silver. Okay. July 4th, 2025. Get the word out, people. You know what we're doing here. You know what we're doing out here. It's going to be huge. Man, Lord Humongous. Oh, man, I miss that guy. I got my thoughts kind of like scrambled up here. All right, look, it's Friday, so you're not going to see me until Sunday for my markets to look ahead, which I am going to do. With that said, you know, want to see something before I let you go? Let me show you something pretty cool. I'm so bad, man. I really am. This is where the heck is this, man? Hold on a second here. This is just a launch yesterday. Watch how fast this car gets off the line. Are you ready for this one? Watch. I mean, I'm gone. I am absolutely gone. What a feeling. It's a rush. I can't tell you, man. All right, look. People, bring it in. Love each other. Care about each other genuinely. Be charitable, people. Love you from the heart. I really, really hope you got something out of this video. Get it out there. I really hope you do. Share the video. Thumbs up like you're doing. Thank you for that. Let's the algorithms pick this up. I want people to hear this stuff. Now, if you got something out of this thing here, honestly, again, this is in your inbox. Share it. Get it out there. I really feel that this is an outline, an extremely accurate one for where we're being pushed. Whoa. Don't you? It doesn't just ring. People know the truth when they hear it. And I'm going to ask you, do you think that's true? What I put down there for you? I really think it's important. All right. That's it, people. Enjoy the rest of your week until we see each other again on Sunday. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Remember to pet your dogs and pet your cats and protect them from, pet eating Haitians. I had to throw that out here. I'm sorry. I'm goofing. Please. Some of you freak out when I mean, come on, man. I'm goofing around. Got to have a little fun, sometimes. I'm out of here.